Alright peeps, now welcome back to Tuning Dutchy. So it's very late in the evening, but I still decided to make a video. I was very frustrated somewhere this afternoon. Lots have happened, and I'm gonna explain you guys a bit what I have done so far. I did make some videos in between while I was doing this, but it was not finished. Still, I'm not yet finished, but I think, you know, I'm just going to give you guys a little overlook what I have done so far. I'm just going to tell you guys what's happened, actually, what did I have done, and yeah, well, that. Now, currently it's already pretty late. It's currently 0002, so only 2 minutes after midnight. But I'm gonna explain you guys what I've done. Now, first of all, to give you guys a little story, I was driving with my Chevrolet Matisse in my area to go to McDonald's, and somehow McDonald's have decided to place something on the road, so the traffic can only go into McDonald's from one way and not two ways. So what's happened here? I was going out of McDonald's and I had to go to the right side. Normally I can go immediately to the other side of the road to turn left where I should go. This is not possible anymore. But before I did that, I was entering McDonald's, so I couldn't go left. But since McDonald's decided to put something on the road, I hit my left tire on that thing, and that caused some damage. Well, I thought the damage was probably, well, pretty light, but it seems like it's not that light, because I have already some things laying on the workbench currently, very minor, but still. And I have done some work so far this afternoon. I did not get far because I was so frustrated, so angry. A lot of things failed today. A lot of things. Wait. So yeah, a lot of things failed, but I'm gonna show you guys what I have done so far, okay? Now, it took a lot of time, and as I already told you guys before, I thought my brake discs, they were probably forced, so you cannot get them off easily. Now, I have found, with lots of difficulties and with little thanks to my dad, I have found some information how I could done that, and I did. Now, still I got a problem. But I'm going to show you guys what the complete procedure was. Now, currently, this is the old brake disc. As you guys can see, this is the front, where you can look at it, because this is sticking forward, obviously. Now, the size of this one is 114.3. And the inner diameter is 69.1. Looks very flat, however, lots of dents, scratches, I should say. But the backside looks way worse. This is not good. Just listen to the sound. That's not something you should hear. So finally, I got this off with lots of force. And this is the center nut. And as you guys can see, this one is not in its best shape anymore, so I probably get a new one. And as you can see in the inner side, there you go. You can see already a little scratch in the center. However, I could maybe use this. I thought it was worse. Yeah, there you can see a little wear. But this might still work. However, I cannot do this anymore. Normally, this place was meant to keep the drive shaft locked when this one is actually on here. So turn this around, and this was over here, obviously. and the rest is on my car, so I'm gonna show you guys that soon. No, don't worry. So yeah, the drive shaft is also in a very bad position, and obviously those wheel nuts. But I'm gonna show you guys because replacing those brake discs is pretty easy still, but was pretty hard if you don't know where to touch. So here we go, guys. So this is the brand new brake disc, unused, and it spins pretty fine. Well, until that plays, however. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not what I mentioned. I hope I did not damage the transmission, because I was so angry. Now I just don't hope that I damaged stuff. And I think I did. Now, yeah, well, don't worry, that's up here, so don't worry too much about that noise. That's just scratching from the old rust. But that does not sound good. So I hope my transmission is not damaged. But anyways, I think I will figure it out, since I have lots of plays over here. You guys might not see that, because this one is not in place yet. That's the current fault I have. Now I have to get the downside over here, which you guys very lightly can see, but this side over here, I have to lock that down, so I can get this in place. But before I'm doing anything of these, I want to make sure that I didn't have damaged my transmission. And the only way to find that out currently is to take my shifter inside, because my window's open, the garage door is still closed, and I can shift while no clutch is used. First, second, no problems. Neutral. Third, no problem. Fourth, no problem. Fifth is normally a little bit harder. No problem in this case. And reverse. Yeah, that's not good. And neutral. Okay. That's fine. Lucky. But that doesn't mean a thing. If this is not turning, I can do lots of stuff, of course. Now, I don't know what's going on in here, but still, it doesn't look... Oh yeah, look at that. Lots of play I had. That's exactly what I meant. Let's see the play. See? That's what was holding it. See? Now I can freely move it. I'm turning it by hand, and no problems anymore. So that was the issue. Now, so luckily I have no issues with the transmission. Now this ball joint was not a very big deal, was actually very easy. Also these upper two things over here that were those bolts, we already did this once. So these were correct. Now the upper thing over here from the brake caliper was already damaged by me somewhere, and I believe it's on the other side. Maybe I can show you guys. It's on that side over. Oh, that's already in there. Then it's down. Yeah, that's downside there. So that's the one what's there, which is still in there. Maybe I can find a way to pick that out at some point and put a new one in. The brake discs are recently replaced by me. As you can see, a lot of thickness still on there. But yeah, well, we got already ourselves a new brake disc. The problem is though, and this is something I don't like to show you guys, but I have to. You guys know I'm not a secret keeper or something like that. So here it comes. I'm gonna show you guys. Wait, just give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can move the drive shaft a bit, because it's not letting me to. Because I was way too rough with it. So I'm gonna release the power like that, so I can move that in. All right, there we go. So there we are. All right, guys, so this is how it's looking currently. It's not looking nice though, but second. Just give me a sec, guys. What's locking? I have the feeling something's locking. But anyway. Now, I don't know why I can't show you guys, but I think I'm just gonna go take this away. Man. Okay. Now, if I can keep this in this position, it would be better. My goodness. All right. Now, there you guys go. You guys can see right over there. See that little damage over there? That's the spot. That's the spot, guys, and that's the problem. There you go. That's heavily damaged. It's missing completely one or maybe even two treads. That's the locking place. Now also, it was wiggling like that, but on this side. So, you probably can already think, this is not something we wish. But it happened. Now, the most worst case scenario currently is to put this back without that one is moving. Tapping on it doesn't make any change. And right there is the one that's actually holding my problem. So where you guys can look over here, that one has to go deeper in order to get this one lined up with those holes. If that's happened, then I can probably, as it says, the M7 holes better in place. And I believe these ones are used together with these ones. So, when that's done, I only got a brake disc done, but I got a drive shaft where the treads are damaged. And maybe some bearings. And I mean needle bearings. Now, needle bearings, if you guys don't know that, I will explain you. Now, if you guys wanna know what are needle bearings, now some cars, just like mine, doesn't have the most best or the nicest application of replacing brake discs. Now, this one actually has a dual bearing system, and one is on top and the one is on the downside. So, what I mean with this, I'm gonna show you again. So the one is on the top, which I mean completely back here, and one is on the center, is just behind here. Two bearings to hold all this in place. This, and that. Now, if I make those 4 bolts loose, that doesn't mean it's coming off. No way, don't think about that. Little trick though, if you can put that out and you can get the brake disc out, you have to get to this point over here, make this one push back in again. Now, it's already coming out a bit, but that's no issue, no problem. You can pull that back with something that's huge. Well, something like that. Put it like this, give it a huge tap, and it will probably pop off. That was the trick to replace the brake disc. But yeah, getting to that trick is always a little bit tricky. Well, double words, but yeah, well, you guys know what I mean, right? Now, for now I know how to replace those brake discs, even if I want later on some perforated sport brake discs, or better yet, performance brake discs. But I have to get a drive shaft and probably maybe even a needle bearing. Now, if you guys don't know what a needle bearing is, now some cars, just like mine, as I tried to explain you already, some cars have needle bearings. Now, these mean to get the brake disc in place. They are actually forced to stay in place, so you cannot actually replace them by yourself. Normally, a factory should do this with special tools. I managed to do this, but with minor damage. Now, as I said, my brake disc had a little bit of play. And I was looking, what is the play that I got? Only this little thing. If you guys don't know what I mean, This is just a little bit of rubber. Now, this rubber belongs to the needle bearing. Now, beneath the needle bearing is a little metal plate. The needle bearing is on that metal plate, so the normal bearing, which is metal, cannot move at all. So that keeps that wiggling away. So it is tight, so it cannot move. That's exactly what's going on there. Now, this means, I mean, a bearing doesn't cost a thing. That's no shit, okay? That's no problem. But a drive shaft is not a problem. That's something different. Luckily, my mom wants to help me with this problem. Or better yet, she wants to send me some money to get this fixed. So I hope my dad is going to help me for this as well. I think I'm just going to order one. $47. I already have seen one, and I'm just gonna make sure they send it over. I'm gonna try to replace this completely, and yeah, well, I have to get to the transmission for that to get the to get the drive shaft off. Now, of course, I don't like that to go inside the transmission, but I think I don't have any choices to do this. Now, one thing is sure, if I have this side completely loose, I might also change the clutch and pressure plate and all that. However, I don't have that stuff. Besides that, guys, there's also a thing which I did today, and something I would like to show you guys. And there are two things. Now, as you guys know, and if you guys have seen already on my Instagram, you guys already know that the blow-off valve, which I need for this baby boy, which is the Advanced A1 from Defi, this is the 2-bar boost, turbo boost gouge. Now, the blow-off valve is already on its way, and it's coming on Tuesday. So, and my supercharger is already in the country, which means also very good news. Now, supercharger should arrive at 13 May. And my blow-off valve should arrive at the 1st of June. Now, well, however, the blow-off valve is earlier here than the supercharger. Completely weird, but however, if that's going to work for them, fine. Now, I'm going to show you guys something that I don't like at this point, and which I really need soon. It's a little bummer, but I think some of you tuners are very familiar with this boy. Right? Now, normally you actually put that on the left top of the driver's side, right? I can tell you guys, with this car, screw it. Empty-handed. I throw it there. Don't worry though, it's not sponsored or anything. Don't worry. I already tried that, and I can show you guys why it's not actually fitting. Now, guys can see this curve over here. Now, this curve on this side is too sharp, and this one is still not flat enough to make that fit on my side of my window. So I'm thinking, or I'm gonna cut that a little bit off and make sure I'm gonna go off it with a little sandpaper and make that a little flat. And I'm gonna drill some holes in there and screw it on, or I'm gonna cut this off and place them on my dashboard so they are 1 by 1. 1 by 1 by 1. Yeah, that's exactly. Now, but that turbo thing and all that, that's not how far we are already. Currently, we have to break this guy over there. That one has still to be fixed. Once that's done, I can go on the other side. Now, the other side, I mean, don't worry. I mean, I have the other brake disc over here, still packaged and all. This one is still brand new. But now I get why they said it only cost 70 bucks. Hey, obviously, you have to touch the bearings. That's why it's costing so cheap. Now, I mean, in a worst case scenario, this is gonna give me some, well, how did I call that? Well, the drive shaft, that's definitely something I have to get new. How I turn it, doesn't matter. I have to get a new one. Big bummer, but, well, Better yet, I go with a new center nut, because that one is damaged a little bit, but better a new one. I think I would be better off with that. And yeah, I think with a new needle bearing, I think that would be the best case scenario in this one. This is definitely not going to help me. I hope I will get the needle bearing very quickly and not too difficult, because if it's going to be too Chevy parted, I have to call Chevy especially for this case, and maybe I will get a kit. I just don't hope so, because if that's true, it's going to be an expensive joke. Obviously, because it are OEM Chevy parts. Now, I don't like that, but hey, you know, if it has to happen, then it has to happen, you know. I don't think we have too much options. Now, for now, I'm gonna take a little risk, since the drive shaft still has to be removed. I'm gonna try if I can get the center nut on there and see if I still have a little bit of play, and see where that needle bearing goes. Now, once I have the other side off for the brand new one, which is still there laying over there, and the old one over there. Once I know that's off, on the other side, which is currently on my left side of the car, old one, new one, because the new one is over there, as you see. So once that one is off, I hopefully can see what's under that bearing itself and above the center of the needle bearing, to hopefully see what was going on there, because I don't see anything that could result in a big issue. So that's actually that. Lots of information, guys, but this time it's not just a home video or something like that. This is just an update video, so you guys know I'm still busy. However, this was unexpected and something I definitely did not plan. I mean, nobody plans damage, right? But sometimes damage happens unexpectedly. So, now, at least I do know how I can replace my own brake discs. Well, it took a lot of time. But if I opened my eyes much earlier, I actually could have found this out on my own. Now, guys, I think I'm gonna leave this for now. I'm gonna leave this be, because it's very late, and I want at least to get the other side done. And it's not much, but I need my dad's help for this. I tried to find a way, if I can make a little metal on it, to still get that metal to get that center bearing for the last time locked in place, to see if it still has some movement, yes or no. Because I did some bearing stuff, and I did a little washer in there, a little flexible washer actually, and hopefully that's gonna do the sealing trick and not vibrating like an idiot. But I think we will see that immediately. Now, once the other side is off, we will know more. Now, I think currently, guys, this is all what I got for you, and my work continues tomorrow, and hopefully my dad is gonna help me out a bit. Hopefully I will a little bit cool down, because today was so frustrating. And actually I was making a video while working, so a little time lapse, but still the time lapse failed, as you guys see, because my tire is still beneath the car, and my car is jacked up with well, currently with one, but the other one was only for the ball joint, I mean. So yeah. Now, currently I think I'm gonna quit it, and it's already 24 minutes talking instantly what I've done currently. Oh, by the way, guys, before I'm gonna close this video, before I'm gonna do that, I thought this car missed a reverse light switch. Now, this car probably should have a reverse light switch disconnected, not installed at all, but it's over there and it's functioning. Now, not yet, but I checked that and it's functioning. And I had to manage to pull this back a bit so the police don't get too much attention by that. Now, this is literally an eye catcher, and that's not good. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to know which group I'm in, all cars are family. Search that on Instagram, on Facebook. It's actually the same. On Facebook, it's ACAF with dots between them, such that you will find me as well. So yeah, guys, that's actually that. Now, also, I have to say, I think I have to look in the future, once the supercharger is in here and the blow-off valve, I will not continue that quick anymore with performance parts. Of course I will, but since I have way more damage on the front now, I think I have to improve some suspension stuff, also because of because of supercharging and all that adds more power. So reinforcements would have done the thing a little bit better. Now, I could do things with supercharging. I could leave it be. So, no hose on it, supercharger installed, blow-off valve installed, with no function. Or, I leave that be. I install the hose, I install the blow-off valve, and it's working. However, that can be a risk if the supercharger pulley is too small. Alright guys, now, I think I'm gonna quit this video. I hope you guys like this little information, because currently I'm stuck. I cannot drive anymore. Well, not yet. Hopefully very soon again. So, guys, I'm gonna quit this one. Now, working tomorrow again. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Give this video definitely a thumbs up, because hard working pays off. I think so. Give this video a like, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. I see we already approach 350 subscribers. Oh, I mean, for every kind of you, not just the last 350 or for 351, no, all of you. Thanks for the supporting on my channel. Make sure that other friends of you support me as well, because once I'm high enough, and that means between 500 subscribers and 500 subscribers and 1,000 subscribers, I will also start off with merchandise and all that, which I already which I already said before. Now, I'm gonna quit, guys. For me, it's time to sleep now, because it's way too late. But I could not have done this without making a video. This is an update. I'm currently busy. You guys have waited way too long. Anyways, guys, this was Tuning Dutchy. I'm gonna sign off, and I catch you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow with a new video.